Right before coming to Singapore, I was in one province of India called Himachal Pradesh, which is the mountain region. Okay, and the Dalai Lama has come to the mountain region, and this is the whole Tibet and China issue. Are you allowed to like talk about this?
Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do Chinese people feel about Tibet? Because Tibet people feel like they are a separate country. At least that's the messaging we get in India. I'm just trying to understand your perspective.
To be honest, as Chinese, as a normal Chinese, which are not too much into the politic, we always know Tibet is China, is part of China. On the map, it's part of China. On all the record you can find, it is a part of China, but it's different religion. In China, we have mixed with 56 different religion. You can see religion, different nation people. Tibet is one of the really important one, but this is always the one of the part of China. China is also magic place. Like we have a Muslim, we have there have also religion from Russia. They look like Russia, and also Xinjiang. Xinjiang, the people, as you said, they don't even speak same language like us. The writing I check is exactly look like the Arabic writing.
Uyghurs.
Uyghurs. They write like this, and but a little bit different pronunciation, more a little bit like Turkish, what they speak. And also there's so many different. Oh, myself, I'm a little bit Mongol. Mongolian, right. We have a totally different language, which is from the Genghis Khan generation. You know, it's exactly different. We were the only language write like this.
Gotcha.
In the world.
Got it.
Everyone write like this.
Right.
We're the only one write like this. There's the old Mongolian. Now the new Mongolia, the alphabet look like Russian. But like I talk about the old one. Same like Tibet. So there's so many different nation regions in China, but we all are Chinese. So China is the country which is mixed multicultural inside of China, but we respect, and we love all of them. A lot of my friends from different countries, even from from different cities, driving to Tibet to do retreat, because there is a holy place. It's a really high point of the place in the world, and they have this big temple. And there, you go there, you will see people knee on there, and they don't walk. They just knee and pray until you arrive at the temple. So all the Chinese does this, and the local people there giving us food, give us commendations, supporting. We are all the Chinese, we are all a family. As the people which we communicate with from Tibet, they don't think like that. But right. Government, as I say, they all have their own purpose. I don't judge if it's good or bad. They visit India to did the meeting which you mentioned. I don't know the purpose behind. They have their own reason. I don't judge, but definitely there is their own doubt. But as a people, no.
Yeah, you're not a government representative. So that's why it's not correct for me to ask you geopolitical questions or to question you on things. If you were a Chinese government representative, I would have asked you very different questions here.
Yeah.
Here I'm trying to understand your perspective as a Chinese citizen.
I speak like from normal people. Yeah. How we think about it.
Because I know there's a lot of Indian Tibetans watching this. And they have even more they have a negative perspective about China, like more than like even Indians like me who are not Tibetan. Okay, so I think it's something like 80% of Tibetans still live in China, and roughly 20% of Tibetans came to India with Dalai Lama. What is what I understand, this is what I have understood like through the podcast and all that, is this is what we are told. Okay, I'm just like telling you that China took over Tibet, and when you speak to any of the spiritual leaders of Tibetan Buddhism in India, they want independence from China. They look at it as how British was over India. They look at China over Tibet, and and worldwide there is a free Tibet slogan. Like they want Tibet to get its freedom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
nice to know.
I think this, I might be wrong, but I think that Chinese population is not told the full truth about Tibet. That's what I'm sensing. Because Chinese government wants population to focus and build China and, grow. But when I spoke to those freedom fighters, they said that the government is taking a lot of minerals and resources out of the mountains in Tibet to supply the factories. And they've changed the language now. So they've removed the language from the textbooks of this is the most controversial part of this episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, this is sensitive conversation, but I don't mind because we both know, we don't represent the government, we represent the people.
Yeah.
As a Chinese citizen, to be honest, a lot of my friends I mentioned, they went there. I never meet the leader of Tibet. I also have a chance to do that. As every single Chinese people, as every single Tibet religion people. We don't meet the leaders much, as I don't meet our leader at all. So for local people of Tibet, as I say, they love us. We are same. I love them too. We respect the religion there. And a lot of Chinese people have a goal, especially young journey. They have a goal to go Tibet, to holy place to worship them, to give them love and to try to understand them life. Every single people like you, like me, we every day go to work, have family, have the people we love, have a business, try to improve ourselves. This is what we mainly focus on. Not many people too much focus on, okay, as you said, they say the negative about China and Tibet. But to be honest, really, let's get back to the people to see what the Tibet people really want. I believe no one wants war. If the China government supports everything really well, we're developing a lot. As you said, the one part of media told you, the China government took that to use a factory. But have they told you about how our government support the place? You know what? China have more than 1.54, on the media record said 1.4, 1.5 billion people. We have free education for every single Chinese with insurance and 9 years free education for every single Chinese. Doesn't matter your Mongol region, your Tibet region. The Tibet kids can go to the school for free. They learn Chinese as a language. They can have option to learn Tibet as a language. They mostly go home, speak mother tongue, Tibet. They at the school, they learn Mandarin. What's the problem for this? I even know Saudi now learning Chinese. UAE learning Chinese. A lot of Indian people, they also learn Chinese. Yeah. We also learn English. Now we are communication with English. There's no language or culture try to control way or in a negative way for what you just say. But when the media try to promote it in that way, it sounds weird. But you will never find any record said that Chinese government not allow Tibet people speak their own language. Never. They just gave them learn Chinese. Everyone learning. My region also not mainly Han, because the main region in China is Han. But China, not only Han. Han is the one speak Mandarin. Our region, Mongolian. In the school, you can have option to learn Mongolian or you can speak language as Mandarin. The Chinese language is going to be one of the most powerful language in the world except the English because of the population and everything. If you want to do business, it's the language, I think for the future, beside English, you have to learn. So there is no problem for that. But the people with the color glasses see this with some...
The negative light.
It's sounds negative. But they go to ask the people, to be honest, I never heard anything negative. Not from the news. I talk about the really physically been there. The people when travel back, everyone come back with smiling face and the local people so nice. The photo, we are same. And in the end of the day, I want to say, even doesn't matter about Tibet or Chinese or Indian or Chinese or American. We all people. We all have good heart. Yeah. We all are naturally friendly and kind when we born.
I'll tell you like two more things that I've learned. So the spiritual leader of Tibetan Buddhism is the Dalai Lama. Okay, have you seen Dalai Lama?
I seen on the news they say something, but I don't really into much as
Have they
normally
said
we
anything negative?
No. One part I don't know if exactly is that one, but we see the news. Mr. President Xi went to visit. They shake hand. They were, as I said, our president, like your president. They like go to every single corner, go to every different kind of industry to show the people, to ask if they need anything, how's going, government, what they can support you for, or if they have some new developing or something, government to support, show the face. They went to Tibet, and there is a news they are meeting before and shaking hand.
I'll tell you what we are told in India. Okay, they say that so the Dalai Lama was removed from Tibet because this is what is told to us. The Chinese government tried killing him when he was a child. He escaped to India with all his followers, and even one other spiritual successor called Pancheng Lama was kidnapped by the Chinese government and kept away. And right now, the leader who's kept there is not the real leader. That's what is told to us.
Yeah, I think maybe the one I see on the news is the different leader, but I'm not sure the story. I don't want to give some words which is I'm not
expert in.
Yeah, sure on it. But to be honest, now you see there is a leader, and before this one was escape. What's the reason and the story behind? Media will never know the truth. You will never know the truth. And he maybe not tell the truth. But I'm not sure because this part is never like on my media that's I interesting for research about. But no one know. But when the media or some politic or like some capital, whatever, they want to use it in some their own purpose, they will make it. That's what you say. But no one really know what exactly happened. But what I want to really say to Indian people and the Tibet religion, now there is a Tibet leader there. It doesn't mean that we don't love Tibet religion or we don't love Tibet or we want to do anything. If we really doesn't, there is not gonna be. This gonna be maybe we change our Han people to be there as like leaders. They still keep Tibet there. Means definitely it's always a part of us.
Got it.
We love each other.
Gotcha. I'm just trying to again get perspective of a civilian on this.
Yeah.
So this whole Lama and Tibet angle is one of the negatives that's portrayed about like China and like the media.
Love to know about how what do I think about our country.
If you enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.